Okay. And everybody is asking, so do we have class in weekends also? So guys, generally no. Okay, only this week. Because again, this week festival also there, right? So that's the reason I am just having class in weekend also. So that's the reason, guys. Otherwise, we don't have any weekend class, only weekday class. Yeah. So notes also, guys. As I told already, I have running notes. I mean, ready-made notes for you. You no need to maintain any notes, guys. Create notes and all. So I will give access to my Google Drive. Don't worry about that. Whoever already enrolled, please ping me in private chat, guys, with me. Okay, I will send a Google Drive link for you. So send me your email address privately, not in group chat. Okay, so I'll ping my Google Drive, guys, where you will get like all the notes, documentation, interview questions. So my Google Drive has huge notes, guys. Please try to utilize that. Okay, so definitely it's a useful thing, guys. Yeah, select the first one.
Actually, yeah, first one and okay.
Review and launch.
Review and launch, and this
Yeah,
is the
launch it.
launch.
Yes, launch it.
Okay.
If you have that key already, please use the same key.
Yeah,
Don't go with
I generated. Oh yeah,
okay, yeah.
choose an existing keeper. Yeah, this is same one only.
Yes, launch instance.
I think it will take 1 minute to start now, approximately half minute, 1 minute.
I'm sorry.
I think it will take around 1 minute like that to start the instance.
Exactly, that's it. Even not even 1 minute. Okay, so maybe you can just select it.
No, it came, yeah.
Yeah. So not here, guys. Please ping me in WhatsApp chat. Okay, so maybe privately WhatsApp chat. So you ping your mail ID. Okay, so that I'll post your sorry, my Google Drive access to you. Okay.
Yeah, the copy is not coming here. I think we have to say Control C.
Maybe Control C. Try that. So guys, I posted my phone number also in WhatsApp chat. Sorry, in meeting chat. Copy that and ping me privately. Whoever already enrolled, please ping me with your number. Or whoever going to pay also, please ping me. No problem.
We have to say open or load here.
Here left hand side, click on SSH button.
Okay, SSH and
authentication. Now browse your key.
This is PEM key only, not
PPK key, not PEM.
Okay.
You have to use PPK. PEM, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amar,
So default user.
We will give .pem, na?
No, .ppk only. .pem is original key. We have to generate. We have to extract PPK key from that. That key we will use to log into our Linux box.
Okay.
Yeah. So default username is EC2-user.
Okay, I think earlier long back I connected through the git bash. There I given the PEM key, not the PPK key.
Again, with git bash is different. It is similar to again your terminal, MacBook kind of stuff.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
that is
This
different.
is yeah. Oh yes, we are connecting through putty. That is the reason why we are giving the PPK key, private key.
Exactly. You're right. Yeah. Now sudo -i increase the font as well.
Yeah, sure.
Increase the font as well. So guys, always please concentrate on mobile. This Linux commands, guys. Linux is very, very important. Yes, Vasista, just now I posted, before your post itself, I posted my number. Okay, so I'm posting to everybody only, right? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, this is my number. Ping me. I'll give access to you. Okay, click on change button, bold, apply.
Till we have seen till VI editor.
We have finished till VA editor, right? Okay,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
problem. Yeah, today's class I will show you user management, how to create a new user and those things and all. Open your putty session. Yeah. So sudo -i. Normal user cannot create new users. Sudo space -i. What is sudo command, guys? Sudo command is additional command, maybe authorized. So what I can say, normal user can get root authorization if I run this command, but everybody cannot run this command. Only authorized persons. How to provide authorization and all, we'll see later classes, because again still you need some comfort, I mean comfort zone in Linux, then you can understand. Okay, press enter. So only EC2 user by default got that what I can say, sudo access, guys. Already he has the sudo access. That's the reason he is able to run this command. But normal other user, example, if I create Amar user, if I log in with Amar user to this system, okay, he cannot run this command. He will get an error. So you are not authorized, something like that. Yes. So Google Drive also will be there. So as of now, you are getting in YouTube. But once DevOps start and all, guys, you will get Google Drive link also. Okay, because still enrollment process going on, right? So that's the reason they're providing in YouTube as of now. Okay, so maybe within a 2-3 days, you'll be getting Google Drive link also, guys. Everybody. Yeah, sudo space -i. Yes. Suresh, are you there? Press enter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So guys, now I'm a root user. Can you run who am I command? As I told, everybody cannot run that command, guys. Only authorized persons. Yeah, enter. Clear the screen now. Okay. So next is how to create a new user. Example, guys, today's, so we got a new user in my project. So compulsory that user should be available in my system. Then only he can log in. Okay. So the after the procedure and also how to create a user add. Only root user can do that, guys. Normal user cannot run this command again. He will get a permission denied. It's a single command. Because root is the admin user. Single command, guys, not a space. Commands always. Command means single, without space only. You given a space in between user add. Suresh.
User add some name, na Suresh.
No. User add is single name. That's what I'm saying.
Single. Okay, sorry.
Always command is nothing but without space only. If you have space means that is not a command again.
Okay.
Yeah, user add space, your username, new username, which user you want to create. Enter. Okay. But how can I check that user created or not? So simple, guys. ID command. Can you run simple ID command? Simple ID, just ID. That's it. It will show current user details, guys. Which user you logged in, similar to who am I. But other user information also you can check. ID space that username. So guys, without argument, if I pass ID command, it will show current user. ID space which user you would like to check, that username. If I give like that, it will show that user information. Go ahead, enter. See guys, it is showing Suresh detail. That means Suresh available now. Can you give some other user which does not exist? ID space some other username. See guys, if user doesn't exist, it will show like this. User does
But
not
how,
exist. No such
how
user.
but
Now
how to see the
successfully
list of
you created a. I'm sorry
how
guys.
to see the how to see the list of users? Suppose if we want to see the list of
There is
users.
a file for that. Okay, so there is a file called under etc folder password. How to open the files?
Cat
Guys?
VI.
Cat or VA, exactly. So here it's a small file only. So cat /etc /password PASSWD. That is the file name, guys. Enter. So we can see all the available users here. This is the file, guys. Each line one user. See, you can see last two lines. You can see last two lines. Last two lines are your actual users. Remaining all are system users. Yeah,
Okay.
EC2
But
hyphen user. Suresh.
how
Tell
to
me.
find out it's a normal user, it's a root user like that? How to find out?
That one you cannot know, because here every user is an individual user. That user only should know that, not you. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, you
mm,
cannot know that. Only example, Amar user should know that, not you. Example, you are a Suresh. Suresh
mm.
should know Suresh details only, not Amar user. Yes or no?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
But
So again, how to
uh,
provide a sudo access or maybe super access and all, we'll see that later. So as of now, clear the screen. This is how you can find out
but
whether uh,
but admin can find out, no? Admin can find out. Suppose there are 10 users. In the 10 users, who are the root users like that? Admin can find out, no?
not root user. Root user will be only one user. Maybe your question should be, who are the authorized users for to
Sudo.
use root, right?
Yes, sudo.
Yes, that is
Sudo.
possible.
Yeah.
Yes,
Authorized users means that sudo I users only.
exactly. So who has the access to sudo maybe
Yeah.
command?
Yes,
That is
yes.
what your question, right? Yes,
Yes,
we
yes.
can check that. We can check that. There is a file actually for that
Okay.
also. In that
Okay.
file, you can find out the list.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, maybe we'll see that. Clear the screen first. Yeah. So I created a user. Now I need a password also, right? Go ahead. PASSWD
Hmm.
space that username.
Hmm.
Enter. Okay. Set the password. So it's a invisible password, guys. You cannot see that password. Even star marks also it won't show you. Blindly you have to type. Type it, press enter. And one more time. Ignore that warning. Retype the same password. So guys, 2 times you have to type the password. It's an invisible password, guys. You cannot see that password. For security purpose, they did like that. Okay, whatever the warning you got, right, that bad password and all, that is just a warning, guys.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. You can ignore that. In real
Hmm.
time, for security purpose, we'll make a standard password, like more than 8 characters and with special characters, something like that.
Yes.
Okay, here that's what that warning. Okay, you set now username and password, but how to log in is important here, right? How to
Yes.
log in with this that Suresh user and password. So remember one thing. Can you open your notepad? Yes, Narayana. So actually, guys, I'm not seeing this go maybe chat box. So you have to speak out, guys. If you have any questions, you have to speak out. Because until unless I open that chat box, I don't see your chat. So maybe it may disturb our class. Okay, so always speak out. Don't chat in maybe if you have any questions, please ask me. or ping me in, so I given my number, right? Ping me in that number so that I can reply you. Yeah. So write down. So by default, AWS providers not allowing other users, not allowing other users to log into this Linux boxes, to log into our Linux boxes, except EC2-user. So guys, only EC2-user only can log in by default. So that's what we are using, right? Initially. So how to log in then? How to allow the other users like
Yeah.
Amar, Pradeep, Harish, Suresh? How to allow these users mean? Actually, there is the disable one setting in server end, guys. Exactly, EC2 instances. The disable one setting. We have to enable that setting, guys. Maybe right away you may not understand that. So I don't want to show that right away because still you need some comfort level in Linux. So after that I will show you. But as of now, remember that normal user, no other. You can try also. Suresh, can you open your new putty session? Get the IP address of your server. Same server IP address. You cannot log in, guys. And that key, whatever the key which you generated, that PPK key, that is only for EC2-user, not for this user. You should not use that key for this user. That won't work out. Open new putty. Open. This time key not required because I don't have key for my Suresh user. Directly open. So provide Suresh. See what it is saying? No supported authentication mechanism methods. It won't allow, guys. Other users you cannot log in except EC2-user. That too you have to log in with key only, not with password. They don't have that mechanism because they disabled one setting here. One file is there, guys, in our Linux box. In that file you have to do some modification. But right away I don't want to show that because still you have to understand, you have to get some comfort level in Linux. Okay, later that. As of now, remember that. Open your putty session now. So what exactly, when I create a user, what are the things you will get with Linux? Can you do ID space that username? So remember this, guys. Every user by default will get. Can you highlight the first part in that output? Only first part. Yeah. See, guys, I got one user ID. UID stands for user ID 1001. By default, system will create that. That is for system purpose, not for your purpose. Generally, how do we refer the names? With name, right? Persons. Users, we will refer with names. But system will refer with IDs only. That is for system purpose. Not for, you don't need to know about that user ID. So username is Suresh. And first user ID is 1001. Now the second thing is, highlight the second part. By default, one group also will be created automatically, guys. Actually, we haven't asked to create a group, but by default, when you create a user with the same name, I'll get one group also. Group of users, guys. Basically, that is a group. Second part is group. With Suresh name itself, I got one group. In that, Suresh user only will be there as of now. Suresh user will be part of Suresh group, guys. Root user will be part of root group. Amar will be part of Amar group. Pradeep will be part of Pradeep group. Again, Surya will be part of Surya group. By default, that is the nature of Linux. Why this group is required? Okay, maybe we'll discuss in ownership concept. Next concept is permissions and ownerships. So that time I will explain what is the purpose of group. Why this group concept required? Okay, there you can understand. As of now, remember that every user has one group also with the same name, guys. See, same name, same ID. Yes. Do you want to ask anything?
Uh, mm, uh, Amar, actually, this is user ID. This is the user ID. This is the
Yes.
group ID. Group ID is also same. And what is
Yes.
groups? What is
Again,
the
how
difference?
many group? Okay. Here, this is called as primary group. And here it is showing how many other groups you are part of. Maybe total how many groups it is showing the last one. As I told, as of now, you are part of only one group. That is what it is showing. So if you are
Okay.
part of another group, that information, all the group information, it will show here.
So one user can belongs to multiple groups. That's what you are saying.
Exactly. Exactly.
In that
One
case,
user
here,
can be part.
okay, in that case, suppose user ID is 1001, and
Uh,
suppose I am part of two groups. Group ID is equal to 1001 and group ID is equal to 1002.
not
Here,
like that.
Anna, okay.
Not like that. Maybe still you need little understanding about group. So you will come to know in next ownership concept about that. Don't worry.
Mm,
Okay. As of now, remember that. So you will have one primary group. The
okay.
default group is called as primary group.
Okay.
So what will be the Suresh primary group?
1001.
No, don't tell me the IDs. IDs for system purpose.
Okay.
Names for our purpose.
Suresh.
What will be the Amar primary group?
Our primary group only Amar.
Amar only. What will be the root primary group?
Root.
Root only. So group is nothing but group of users, guys. That user would be part of that group. That is nothing but primary group. Okay. So later you can add the same user to other groups also. Why I should add into other groups? What is the purpose of group? You will come to know in next part. Ownership concept. As of now, remember that user ID, group ID, username, group name will be same. If I create root user, root group will be created automatically. See, I haven't created root group. Automatically, I got root group with the same name, same ID. Yes or no? Okay, you can create one more user. Try that. User add Amar. User add. Of course, add user also there, but use user add only. Now check ID space Amar. So now the username will be Amar and user ID 1002. It's an order, guys. Next user 1003. 1003 is a user ID and user group. If you create one more user, 1003 is the next ID, next username. Okay. So that is the Amar primary group gets created automatically, guys. In that group, Amar only will be part of that as of now. Okay. So what is the purpose? Why should I create these groups and all? You will come to know in next part. Okay, now clear the screen. Now, how to log in with the Suresh user or Amar user to this system, to the same system? As I told, as of now, so how you are logging in with EC2-user? That way is not possible because they disable some setting. You have to know about that setting, but right now you cannot understand. So I am not showing that. Maybe later classes you will come to know that. But one choice is there. Here, from one user to another user, you can switch. In Windows also, we have this concept, guys. Switch user option is there in Windows. Same here also. Generally, we don't use this method. Okay, so everybody will log in with their own username only. But I'm showing this method also. SU space. So I'm switching to root user to now my user now. SU space hyphen space to which user you want to log in, that username. Example
One
Suresh.
second. Right now, I am under root now. Okay.
Exactly. You are with root user. Yeah. Your username, Suresh. Enter. Run, who am I? See guys, I am a root user. I am a Suresh user now. I logged into same system with Suresh user now. Okay. So I
Can
cannot
we
run
move
sudo
to?
command. It will ask
Okay.
root password. You don't have root password.
Okay.
So
Now what
actually
have
one user to wait. So actually one user to another user, you don't switch. For that purpose, you need a password. But you may ask, then from root user to Suresh user, it did not ask any password. Any reason, guys? Why? Because root is the admin. He can do anything in the system. That's the reason. While switching from root to a normal user, it won't ask any password. But see, from if you don't have this concept, what will happen? Everybody can switch to another user. Yes or no?
yes?
So security won't be there. So that is the reason it is asking root password, or maybe to whichever the user you are trying to log in. That password you should know that. Generally, we don't share other password to these users, guys. But root can go anywhere. So Control C. Control C to cancel the command, guys.
Now I can't move to Amar also.
Any user, you should have Amar password then.
Hmm.
From Suresh, you cannot go anywhere until unless you know the password. Even sudo
Okay.
-i also you cannot run. Control C. Sudo -i. This also you cannot run. It will ask sudo space -i.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
So generally EC2 user did sudo -i command, right? But Suresh cannot do this. Enter.
Yes.
So set password, Suresh password. It's asking Suresh password only, not root password. Hmm. You set Suresh password, right? That password.
Yeah.
So what is the error?
Sudoers. Okay. In the sudoers file, there is a file called
See,
sudoers file. If any user have sudo permission, that username should be there in the sudoer file.
exactly. You are right. You got the point. Now clear the screen. So guys, see, normal user cannot run that sudo command by default, except authorized users only. Okay, no problem. Now exit from Suresh, because you came from root user, right? So it will take back to that user again. Exit. Exit. Yeah, clear the screen. You are again root user now.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how now you can log into normal user. But the thing is, this method we don't use. By default, you should use how I logged into EC2-user with EC2-user. In the same way, I have to log in here also with Suresh user. But that method I will show later, because it's again you have to understand something about Linux. Okay. Now how to provide sudo access. So guys, there just now we have seen that. If I try to run sudo command with Suresh user, it's clearly showed me you are not part of sudoers file. So make sure that whoever the user needs sudo access, sudo authorization, he has to request root user who has the admin. Something like example, so now Amar is the admin. Amar is a DevOps team. So he has to request a DevOps team. So DevOps team will log into the system and he will give sudo access. How to provide, I will show you. Again, guys, how to modify a file?
Cat.
With cat command, you cannot modify.
VI.
As I told,
VI
VA
editor.
editor. VA space, yes. VA space /etc /sudoers. So that what does that mean, guys? Here actually my file is under etc folder. So I'm giving full path. Okay. Here how can I go to last line in this file?
Capital G.
G.
Exactly.
Capital G.
Okay, try capital G.
Capital C after insert mode or before insert mode?
Yeah, no, not in insert mode. First, press your cursor there. Your cursor not there in file. Now Shift G, capital G. Yeah, you're in a last line now.
Yeah.
Okay. So press O. O is to create a new line, guys, in insert mode. O is a insert mode option, right, guys? Edit mode option. See, guys, I got a new line now. Yeah, write down. Add your user now. To which user you want to get the access?
Uh,
Suresh, right?
yeah.
Suresh. This is the syntax, guys. Suresh space all capital equals to without space. Uh, Within open the brackets, open and close. So within that again all capital all and come out, give space, give space. No password, no, everything capital letters only. NOPPASSWD colon space all. So guys, to which user you need sudo access? That many entries you have to add like this. Again, example, Amar user also need. In next line, you have to add Amar user in the same way, so that Amar will get sudo access. So if you need 10 user, you have to add one by one, line by line. Next line Amar, next line Pradeep. Next line one more user, something like that. Same order, same syntax. Now save this file, escape. Write down the escape key. Yeah, shift colon WQ small letter exclamatory mark.
Exclamatory
Enter.
for what? If we won't put exclamator, what is the difference?
Okay, maybe you can try that. Remove it. Enter. Yeah. So what error you are getting?
Read only option is set to add to override. I mean, so we can't
Yeah,
override
basically. Okay. So this file is
because
read only file. Only read option is there. Read permission only there. So you have to add that exclamatory mark to override that. So basically what is read only, you will come to know in permission concept.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Save this. But be careful, guys. While editing this file, be careful. If something missing, some additional character, some junk character you copied by mistakenly, what will happen? You cannot run sudo command. Later, you cannot log into this system because when I run sudo -i command, it will read this file, sudo ers file. If something junk character, some additional character, so write down that file name also to give sudo permission slash to user. Suresh. So add this to add this entry to /etc/sudo ers file. Add this entry to /etc/sudo ers file. sudo ers file. Exactly. So if you need Amar user, again in Amar user also you have to add like that only. So maybe that file also take down /etc/password. /etc/password. That file has all the user information. etc password passwd. This file contains all the user information. Okay, now go back to putty. So next thing is, guys, properties, options, command option and all we'll discuss. Clear the screen now. Okay, so what is property? Okay, so guys, in Windows, how do you identify it's a file, it's a folder, something like that? In Windows, how do you identify the files and folders? General question, guys. You have to answer me.
Here they will write file folder
Yeah, maybe by seeing the
with the
icons we can
icon.
identify.
Yes, by seeing icon.
Exactly. By checking the icons, file types, I can say it is a file or folder. Then why? How about Linux? There is no icons. Okay. By checking the properties only, I have to refine, maybe identify. Can you go to TMP folder quickly? cd/tmp. Do ls. Okay, nothing is there. Maybe create a file. Touch file 1.
Right directory also.
Yeah, directory also. Now do ls.
Blue
So
color is
guys, one
the
more thing. Yeah, just a minute. So one more thing, guys. Here you have to understand about the option also. Every command has different options, guys. So example, ls command is there. Generally, ls command is what is the purpose of ls command? To check files and maybe what are the contents of current folder, right? So while viewing those files, we can have different options also. Maybe example, I want to see the date which is modified, when that file got modified, maybe size of that file. I want to see in alphabetical order. Can you do ls space -l? See guys, so same command only I used, ls command only, there and above and below. But I added additional option, a -l option I used. So based on option, guys, your command behavior will be expanded, guys. See here, I'm able to see the properties as well for each file and folder. So there are different options available for every command, guys, not only for ls command. Example, cd command is there. Cd has multiple options. Cat is there. Cat has multiple options. id is there. id has multiple options. So based on your requirement, but how can I identify? What is the option we have? What is the purpose of option and all? So example here, I want to see, so generally guys, ls-l or ls command will show alphabetical order, file names and folder names. Can you do ls-lt? So I'm using T now. Enter. It will show in time order, guys. It will show in, I think both are same order. See, latest file, latest. Maybe can you create one more file called file2, example. Touch file2. Clear the screen now. Clear the screen. Do ls-l first. See here it is showing time, name order. Direct D is first, then F, like this. See, now can you run ls-lt? Same command. So I'm adding additional option. Just T, use T. That's it, not R. Clear the screen. ls-lt. It will show time order, guys. See, Jan 10th 344. Latest it is showing at top. Next dir1, second latest. Time order, guys. Now I want to see in size order. ls-l ls ls space capital ls capital S. Enter. See guys, it is showing order. That 17 is there, right? 17 6 0 0. That is size, guys. See, like this, based on option, based on requirement, you will use different options, guys. Every command has the options. But how can I know that? How can I remember those options? No need to remember. You have very useful commands. I think already I showed you. Clear the screen. man space ls. Man space ls. See guys, here you do have different options. Man is the very useful information, guys. It will show all the details about that command, every command. Most of the command has man page. You can see that. Can you find out what is -l? Press enter.
What I have to press? Enter.
Enter button. Or else you can search also by
How to
using
search?
question mark or forward slash. By use question mark, slash also fine. So -l, enter. So press N for next. It will show all the -l options wherever -l is there. So find out where is -l. -l option I need
Here.
about -l. Yeah, see, use a long listing format. -l stands for. In the same way, can you use -t, forward slash or question mark, -t. Enter. Next, N for next, N. Time, -t, sort by modification time, newest first. See guys, like this, you can search your options, different options you can search, guys. Every command has options. Based on your requirement, you have to choose your options, guys. Now clear the screen. Q for quit. Okay. So in the same way, example, ID command. Can you do man space ID? ID also has different options, guys. User add command has different options. Every command, based on your requirement, you have to add the options to your command. Okay. Now clear the screen. Okay. So next thing is permissions and ownerships, guys. Can you do ls-l command? Enter. Maybe can you copy directly that file one, both the lines into my group chat? First one and second line, both the lines. So now I'm going to only 2 lines is enough. Ping me in group chat. Maybe in GoToMeeting chat. So I will explain. I will take care now. Okay, let me share my screen now. So guys, now I will explain these properties, file, and there are permissions and ownerships concept. Okay, so I will explain those now. So let me know once you are able to see my screen, guys. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So here, how can I identify whether it's a file or directory? Guys, what is the difference you can see here?
D. In the first character is D, means directory.
Exactly, guys. So guys, for directories, always in the properties, it will be D. This is file type, guys. Is it a file or folder? You can see that. For file C, only empty, hyphen, no value. That means it is a file, guys. Doesn't matter which type of file it is. Text file, PDF file, any kind of file, doesn't matter. So by default, it will be empty. It will be hyphen, guys, not empty. It will be like no value. That means it is a file, guys. So D stands for directory. Okay. So that is how you can identify whether it's a directory or file. Okay. So now next thing is, so already like we discussed about, this is size. This is called as timestamp. maybe time, when did this directory got created or modified, directory name. Now what about ownerships, guys? Now I will explain the concept of group, why group is required. So guys, here two things are there, permissions and ownership concept, guys. For security purpose, every file and folder we can give access to specific users and groups, guys. So example, to the same system, many people will log in. Example, application team may have access to the same system. Like assume that application team is Amar, application team, Amar and Pradeep. Okay, has access to this system. Again, developers. Okay, Harish and Suresh also part of dev group. So they have also access to the same system. So definitely, guys, all application files should be accessible to Amar and Pradeep. And all development files should be accessible to Harish and Suresh, not to Amar and Pradeep, right? So for security purpose, guys, until unless it is required, we don't give access to others, guys. We'll give access to only owner and group. So how ownerships will be again here tagged, guys, created. So when do you say, general question, guys, not related to Linux, try to answer my question. When do you say, when can I say this is my property? General question. When can I say this is my house? Guys, when can I say that?
If it is owned by us.
Exactly. If I created that, if I construct it, if I build it, if I buy it, right? In that way, I can get the ownerships. Here also, guys, in a system, who maybe same different users will log into the systems, guys. Same system. Amar can log in, Pradeep can log in, Suresh can log in, and whoever creates a file, he will be the owner always, guys. If Amar creates a file, Amar will be the owner for that file. If root create a file, root will be the owner. And guys, every file get two ownerships, own user and group, guys, by default. Obviously, example, root user created a file. This is root user. I got a ownership for this directory. In the same way, what is root primary group itself group for this directory, guys, by default. If Amar creates a file, Amar is the owner, Amar group is again a group owner for that file. If Pradeep create a file, Pradeep is a user, again Pradeep group is the owner for that file or directory, guys, by default. So who creates a file, he will be getting the ownerships, guys. So here why I got root owner and root group, because root created this folder. In the same way here also, root created this file. That is the reason root ownerships. This is user, this is group.
So we can think like this. First one is the created username. Next one is the created user's group name, like that.
Exactly, you're right. So example, root user created this. So root user is a owner, and root primary group will be the again group owner for this file. Same root user group only, this one. Okay, if example Amar created, so Amar user will be owner, Amar group will be the again group owner by default. So guys, group is nothing but group of users. So by default, you are the part of that group. You can add any number of users to that group. Here what we will do, guys, in real time, example, Amar and Pradeep are part of application group, maybe like a application team. In that case, what I will do, I'll create a separate group called app, okay, or something else. Just a minute, guys. Okay, so I'll create a separate group like this. Group add is the command, guys. Okay, so I created a group called app. Now what I will do, while creating or maybe after created Amar, what I will do, I'll create a user like this. So generally what I showed, guys, user add Amar, right? In this case, what will happen? Amar and Amar will be created. Amar user and Amar will be created. But now what I am saying here, I don't want Amar group. I want app group for this Amar group. Only app group, primary group, guys. Now I will get like this. I don't get Amar primary group. Because I'm saying clearly while creating user, please use this as my primary group. Please be part of Amar. Please be part of app group. That is what I am saying, guys. So here I will get like this. In the same way, Pradeep also I will do the same thing. While creating Pradeep also, I'll create like this. So now onwards, Pradeep, for also, Amar also I have app group. Amar also part of app group. Pradeep also part of app group now. Okay, so primary group is app and app only for both of them. So example, now Amar created a file. What will happen, guys? Amar ownership and app group ownership here. So for this, who are the owner for this file directory now? Amar user and this group of users also, app group of users also. For example, who are the part of app group?
Amar and Pradeep. Amar and
Pradeep. So Pradeep and Amar also will. So anyway, Amar has the ownerships, right? So Pradeep also will get the ownership for that directory. He has the access. He has the rights on top of this system. But it's based on permission again. Permission concept also I will tell you. So here for owners and for group also we can restrict the permissions. But by default, for any file or directory, you will get two ownerships. One is user, one is group ownership. Okay, so did you understand the concept, guys? What is owner and what is group concept? Why group is required here? Any doubts till now? In the same way, what I will do for development team also, I'll create a development group. Okay, and while creating Arish, user add -g dev Harish. In the same way, Suresh also I'll do the same thing.
Amar, actually, what is the difference between add user add?
Again, different commands. Maybe if I ask you what is the difference between Android and like maybe Apple, iPhone. Both are phones only, right? Both are to use the again maybe mobile network only, but different developers. So same concept. So different developer those. Just a minute, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. So here, sometimes, guys, the same thing we can do with multiple commands. Okay, so user add is enough, guys. Add user not required. So add user is also one more command to create a user. Definitely difference will be there, guys. Every command definitely. So there would be some purpose, but here add user not required because user add only will use mostly. So definitely maybe so that language he used, the program he used might be different. I never use add user command, very rarely only. It's not required actually. User add command is enough. Okay. Yeah. So here for development team also I will do the same thing. So now onward, Arish also part of dev group, Suresh also part of dev group now. Primary group will be dev and dev. Okay, so now onwards, whenever Harish create a file, whenever Harish logged into system and create a file, so Harish will be the owner and dev will be the group. So here in dev group, both users are there. So Suresh also owner of that file now. Suresh also get like we can provide access to him. So in that way, common team, example development team, application teams. Okay, so we can provide access to the development files to developers, testing files to testers, the application files to application guys by using this group concept. That is the reason group concept is required in Linux. I don't know in Windows how this is managed because I never worked on Windows. Okay, maybe we do. I'm not sure whether this concept is there or not. But in Linux, we have this concept, guys. Okay, so this is how ownership comes into picture. Okay, so again, guys, here permissions now. Okay, so these are permission concept. Here, as I told, user will be there, group will be there, others will be there, guys. So three types of users here for files and folders. Okay, so anyway, user and group means who create a folder or file, he will be the owner and he will be the group, obviously. Then what is others? So guys, others is nothing but apart from the owner, you own user and group of maybe group owners, remaining all are maybe in your system you may have 10 users, 20 users, 30 users, 50 users. All users belongs to others only, guys. Okay, so we have to set permissions for all these three. For user also you can set the permission, for group also we can set the permission, for others also we can set the permission for every file and folder, guys. So see, now permissions, read, write, execute permission. Three permissions will be there, guys, for any user. It doesn't matter, owner, group, others. Okay, three type of permissions can be there. R stands for read, means guys you can open the files. Read means you can see the content. Read is nothing but maybe example, if it is a file, we can see the content of the file. If it is a directory, we can open, maybe we can see the content of directory, files and folders. That is what read command, read option. W is nothing but write, guys. You can modify option, modify, delete, create, that option. Write is nothing but. Okay, example folder is there, maybe file is there. So write option is there means he can modify the file, he can delete the file. Okay, so directory, write option means you can delete the folder. Maybe inside folder you can create a new folders. Write permission means. So execute permission. Execute not required for files, guys, by default. Only for directories. CD permission required. See, execute is to CD the maybe directory, guys. Okay, so we don't need execute permission for file for any user. It's a waste
Amar,
permission.
actually, files also will have execution permission, no?
By default, I am talking. Maybe there is some condition. That condition we'll talk about later. So by default, for files, execute permission not required. Okay. So see, if you see here, so guys, everybody will have the permission, set of permissions. Owner permissions, these are. Who is the owner of this folder? Guys, Amar. So these are Amar permission, guys. So three permissions. So what Amar has, read permission is there, write permission is there, execute. Means Amar can maybe see the content of directory 1, and Amar can delete this directory or create a new files or folders under this directory, and he can CD also. That is what Amar has. Now next, group owner. This group of users, what permission they have, guys, for this directory? Read and execute. Means they can CD to this directory, they can see the content of this directory, but they don't have write access, guys. See this group of people. So who are part of this group now has only read and execute option. We can change later if required. We can give also. Next, others also. Others means except to owner, remaining other users. So they also have same read and execute permission only. They also cannot write it into this folder. Same line folder also, guys. Who are the owners here? Root and root. Root is the user, root is the group. So here, what permission owner has? Read and write. Means he can open the file, he can delete a file, he can modify the file. That is what read and write permission. So execute not there. See, 0. Execute. No permission. Not required also. Now group of users, guys. This whoever part of this group. Right now nobody, only root will be, but already is the owner, right? So if anybody else also there in this group, okay, if he logged into the system, he will get this access. He can read that file. If anybody part of this group. In the same way, others. Others means except owners, remaining users. If anybody logged into system, okay, they can also read this file. So by default, you are getting these permissions and ownerships. So we can change also, guys, these permissions and ownerships. Okay, so this is how permissions and ownerships works, guys. So in second session, in later tomorrow session, we will discuss about how to create again, how to change these ownerships and permissions, guys, based on requirement. Okay, so in later session. So any doubts, guys, till now? Hello, guys.
Sir.
Any
No,
doubts?
sir.
Everybody,
No,
are you clear about the ownerships and file permissions? Okay. In later session, in tomorrow session, we'll discuss about permissions, how to change permissions and how to change our ownerships also. Why should I change also? Yeah. Okay then, guys. Let's wind up the call. So whoever joined newly here today, please ping me in my WhatsApp, guys. I pinged my WhatsApp number. Okay. So please ping me. Yeah. Okay then, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll meet
Bye.
again tomorrow, same time.
Thank you, sir.